Let's talk about aesthetics. What is aesthetics? You may heard this kind of expression. This garden is aesthetically pleasing. Or, she likes this chair because it's both aesthetic and functional. In this sense, we can tell aesthetic is related to beauty and pleasing appearance. In the art context, it's a little bit more sophisticated. The aesthetics is the philosophy of art, focusing on questions regarding what art is and how it's evaluated, the concept of beauty, the relationship between the idea of beauty and the concept of art. So, what do you think beauty is? Our thoughts on beauty are probably very different because we are all different and we value things differently. Our textbook says, what is pleasing to the eye or mind, and hence to the sense of beauty, varies considerably across cultures. We are all from different cultures, right? It's not only about what country you're from, but also your genders, your ages, and your surroundings, like your friends, your neighbors, or your family members, like that. So, in this kind of sense, we can think about what's the concept of beauty at that time the work of art was made. So, let's look at the examples. Here, we're looking at two different sculptures of rulers. On the left side, it's the ancient Roman Emperor Augustus. It was made in the 1st century CE, and it's made of marble. On the right side, we're looking at the King of Benin, Nigeria. It's made of bronze and made in the 18th century CE. These two sculptures are portraying the rulers, but in the different times and different places. Let's look at the Augustus sculpture. His body proportions and the appearance is very naturalistic. It means it's almost like our body, like our human body. Why do I say almost? Because although his appearance is very likely like a human body, but somewhat idealized. When it was made, the ruler, Augustus, was already old and weak, but in this sculpture, he is very young and strong, and he's showing his power. And this is a sculpture, so it'll go forever. So he stays in this forever young looking man. So this is the concept of beauty in the ancient Rome. They wanted to portray their strong ruler in this way. Very recognizable looking, but in a very good shape and nice bodysuit and very glorifying gesture. Let's look at the Benin's king. Benin's king looks totally different from the Augustus, right? So here, these two figures are the image of the king. He's the biggest figure in this group, and his head is bigger than his body. So it's unnaturalistic proportion. And also his eyes and nose and hands, even like a body images are all kind of abstracted. So some parts are very simplified, right? So the reason that they have like a bigger head is they valued the head more than the body. They believed in that our soul and our importance is all in the head, not in the body. So head is the most important part of the body. They wanted to exaggerate that part, right? So in these two sculptures, we can't say, oh, this is ugly or this is pretty or beautiful. So this is quite artistic or art and this is not art. We cannot say it simply. So when we think about aesthetics in works of art, we have to think about their concept of beauty and their value systems.